special. Our topic today is endurance. We will all be faced with many new and unfamiliar health risks, such as infection, sudden loss of limb, and above all, harmful radiation. Fortunately, your formidable endurance has turned your body into a hard-working machine that can resist the harmful effects of radiation and physical violence. Like any machine, then, your body must be well maintained to stay in tip-top shape. While average Joes will survive on old packaged standbys, your ironclad insides will allow you to seek fresh meat. Radiation poisoning may have enlarged your favorite meals. This means more healthful nutrition for you. Take caution not to bite off more than you can chew. Endurance can also provide new options for food, some of which can be an acquired taste. Gone are the days of exercising for fun. Instead, you will need to combine athletics with crucial survival activities. The greater your endurance, the further you can go. Just be certain to be mindful of others. Build your endurance, and soon you will find ways that it improves your life above ground. Have added confidence in the swimming pool, stronger, more resilient limbs to keep the flesh of your fellow man can provide. Regularly study your Vault-Tec provided materials to prepare for survival. And to answer the question, do you know what makes you special?
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes, clip sizes, barrels.
We got hairstyles for days. Weeks, even.
Well, hey there.
What are my options? You name it. Shaves, long cuts, short cuts, braids, layering. Yeah, be easier just to show you. Got an empty chair right here.
It's easier every day. Yeah, looks real good to hear.
Don't need anything today. Okay, you take care.
If you ever need anything, stop by the office.
Sure, you got it. Thanks, Nick.
Broke up with my girl. She kept the cap off the toothpaste. Know who does that? A simp.
Officer?
Nothing to see here.
Excuse me.
You keep that synth freak at arm's length. You understand me?
Hey, swata, swata can hit. Boom! These ain't just any old pieces of wood.
We buy and sell everything to everyone.
No
except
way to
synths.
pick this.
No synths allowed here.
Hey.
What's the plan?
Go check that out.
How about we try something else?
Check it out.
Can't be done.
Hey.
God, even the sky isn't safe. Did you see that blimp thing? The Brotherhood of Steel.
Take a look.
Who are they?
I'd like not to have to say this again. No.
Got too much dirt in that hair? Get it trimmed. You won't regret it.
Diamond City Surplus is where you can sell all those scraps you've scavenged.
Latest news from the Commonwealth.
The latest hairstyles from the upper stands.
What the fuck was that?
Not exactly subtle.
It's called shooting straight, rookie.
Someone's come. Not that it's an option. System must be on the fritz.
No way I could pick this.
Going up. Third floor.
Hey, they're back.
No!
Getting along.
Just had to play hero, huh? Disappearing act, huh?
Who?
for good.
Mr. Detective. Tracking down another wayward husband to his mistress?
Why? Someone stand you up?
You trying that, what do you call it? Evasive language on me? And who are you, huh? Valentine's new dick in training?
We're hiring, but I don't think you'd measure up.
Don't be like that. You just got the look of someone who's in the market for a little insurance.
Insurance? I'm listening.
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Whoa, 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 time out. Nick Valentine makes a rare visit to town, and you're hassling his friend here with that extortion crap? Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us.
You keep letting outsiders
We should
walk
head
all
back
over
to
us.
the office
One
next
day,
chance we
there'll
get.
be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is,
Hey,
I'm not
Cleo.
buying that.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot?
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation. KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
Let's see what you got.
A gun for every occasion.
Oh, hey Nick. Someone missed.
Always.
Hey.
What's up?
Fog suit, huh? Hell yeah.
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
Oh, new face walks into my store, and you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Cash or trade? Let's get started. Ever been to kill or be killed? Some
Daisy.
fine-looking weapons. Oh, you're back. Can't get enough.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
What's a super mutant?
They're big, green, and destroy or kill anything they come across. Except other super mutants. That's why I'm putting up the money. What do you say?
You got a deal, Daisy.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
Suppose someone should make use of it. One of my cases dead end in Boston Common. I'd prefer not to join them. What's that? Ugh, what the hell aroma is that?
Don't think I can pick this. Locked tight. Lock's really strong. Won't be able to pick this.
library.
Lock's
The
really strong.
library is currently closed.
Don't think I can pick this.
For your safety, do not lean against doors. Keep it clean, Boston. Please dispose of food waste in the marked receptacle.
No way I could pick this. Locked tight.
If you aren't Brotherhood, you're nothing.
This is bullshit.
Military business only.
Time's up, asshole. Disappearing, Anton!
Who's there?
So dead. First mistake, last mistake. What?
Try not to sever anything you might miss. Us again. to get the coolant pumping.
Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time, but a flying ship?
Yowza. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point. You're in for it now.
If you're here to pawn...
Skip town.
Hey, Daisy.
Oh, you're back. Can't get enough looks of this lovely figure of mine. No? Guess you'll just have to shop then.
What's it like, you know, being a ghoul?
Well, it's a lot worse when people always ask you about it all the time. But on the upside, I look pretty good. For being over 220 years old.
Wait, you're 220 years old?
Okay. It's more like 270 years. But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Do you know what it's like being that old?
What's it like?
It's like being in a time warp sometimes. Hundreds of years between you and the 20s.
Right.
Not that you'd know what that's like.
More than you might think.
Well, now you're just making fun of me. If you were as old as I was, you would have been around since before the war. So let's hear it. Come on. Tell me what the world was like before the war if you're so ancient.
I had a beautiful house, white picket fence, and a lawn with the greenest grass you'd ever seen. It was peaceful.
It was, wasn't it? Sorry. Last thing you want to see is an old lady tearing up. Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul I've ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
I'm not bullshitting.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there. Well, we should get back to business. What are you picking up?
What kind of things do you sell?
Oh, a bit of everything. Canned beans to cans. I try to take every weird bit of junk the caravans are willing to trade. So chances are you'll find something to your liking here. Ready to take a look?
Just browsing for now.
Don't take too long thinking it over.
Vault suit, huh? Classy.
What, we pals now? Gonna shoot the breeze? Take a walk.
Smell that? That's freedom. Buddy, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
You sticking around, you'll need to join a crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is looking. Always a catch with the No-Nose, but she pays.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
Huh, he wishes.
All right. We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their synths.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later, you've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us.
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of good neighbor? Of the people, for the people. Too bad about Finn. I'm gonna miss him next super mutant attack rolls round. Oh well. What can I do for our newcomer?
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what. I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of... It's Raider territory up there, but they...
What else can you tell me about Pikmin?
Nothing. That's why I'm paying.
I might be interested, but let's...
Okay. Usual job pays 200.
Uh-huh. Scout out Pikmin Gal.
Cool. Beef.
Hey.
Mayor Hancock?
Hey, I don't mean to bitch, but aren't you supposed to be heading to Pikmin?
Did I hear you talking about the
You like my little speech? I do it. I want those synth makers to know that good name. But hey, weren't we talking about your needs?
Uh-huh. What's your story, Hank?
My favorite subject. I came into this town. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, any chems I could find, the more exotic the better. Finally found this Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. You're a hell of a risk taker, Hancock.
Only have one life. Anyway, did you need something else?
Why does the Institute replace people?
Hell if I know. Mess with people's heads, control us from the shadows, or maybe they do it just because they can. No one knows where the Institute is, what kind of people they are, or why they've decided to engineer their own slaves. But there it is. Just to be clear, everyone's welcome and good neighbor. I don't care if you're a synth. And let me tell you, synths still under the Institute's control don't play nice. Done talking about this. What else you need?
Tell me more about this town of yours, good neighbor.
It's all about the people, understand? They're freaks, misfits. Everyone here lives their own life. Now, was there anything else?
Nothing right now.
Cool, cool.
Looks like we got another freak just won't fit anywhere else.
Hi.
Yes? Huh?
I need a place to stay.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs. Big.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
How much of the brain?
That is not an encouraging question.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like, let's see, a single mind. We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memory.
Mm-hmm. Any idea what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single...
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are...
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna be... Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you gotta give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give... I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub. Maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
We do, as you can see.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
What do you want? It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
All computers are still working. That's good.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. Wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
This is the one.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill. Open it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here.
Wait. No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once. How's now, the instant?
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to
Wasn't
be a
my
very
idea
recent
to settle
memory.
down with the kid in the middle of
Good news,
Diamond
I
City.
think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Oh boy, Piper has really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's I probably should have used,
Kellogg.
It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look. But your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. Are you ready to talk?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything.
We got what we needed. The Institute uses...
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more...
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Irma.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it? You like the decor? My business partner hates it. Says she's not the fun type. Where did the memory loungers come from, you ask? Well, a girl's gotta have her secrets.
Hey, Irma.
You take care, sweetheart.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
What did you say?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said... Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but that or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Rad-Away you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
There's something wrong with you, Nick.
I told you I'm fine. But I get it. I'll be in Diamond City when you've had time to cool off.
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Hey.
Can't believe it. He looked just like Sammy, too.
He sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?